Hey friends, this is me Avinash, and today we'll be solving a very interesting question. So the question is that we are having a binary search tree, but someone has swapped two nodes in that particular binary search tree, and we need to fix that to recover the binary search tree. Okay. So as you all know, guys, there is a property in the binary search tree that, for example, there is a root node, and it has a left subtree and a right subtree. Okay. So whatever the maximum value in its left subtree, it should be lesser than or equal to the root node, and whatever the minimum value in the right subtree, it should be greater than the root node. So this is the property of the binary search tree. So let's apply it over here. So let's consider 10 as the root node. So let's find the maximum value in its left subtree. So the maximum value is 11, right? But 11 is basically greater than 10. But the property says that the maximum value should be lesser than the root node or equal to the root node. So definitely 11 is placed wrongly over here, right? So similarly, if I would find out the minimum value in the right subtree, it is 8. And 8 is basically smaller than 10. But according to the property, 8 should be greater than, the minimum value should be greater than 10, right? So 8 is also wrongly placed here. So we need to swap these two items, these two values, and if we will do so, then the tree will look like this. And now see, this is a binary search tree. So I guess the question is pretty much clear that what we need to do right here. So there is a very, there is a solution, there is a brute force solution to solve it. So I just want to share it with you guys. The brute force solution could be that we have a binary search tree, right? And we all know that if we will find the in order traversal of that particular binary search tree, then it will give us a sorted result, right? Sorted in increasing order. So for example, there is a binary search tree that is 10, 8, and 12. So if I would find out the in order traversal of this particular tree, then it will give me 8, 10, and 12. See, this is in sorted order, right? But this tree is not a binary search tree. So if I would find out the in order traversal of this particular tree, it will give me 2, 5, 11, 10, 8, and 12. See, this is not in sorted order, right? But this is partially sorted, right? Why? Because only if I would swap only 11 and 8 in this particular array, it will give me a sorted result. So the idea is to find out the in order traversal. So and store all the nodes instead of the values, and find out these two items, these two nodes, which are basically need to be swapped. And once we just find out these two nodes, so we can simply swap their values. That means 11 with 8, and this will reflect in this particular tree, and the tree will become a BST. Got it? So I think the idea is pretty much clear. So if you still have any problem, any doubt in this particular idea, you can simply comment below. Let me know that you are facing some issues in this particular idea. I will simply go on and explain and help you out. Okay, so now let's understand the time and space complexities for this approach. So guys, basically we are traversing in order fashion, okay, to store this store all the nodes in the array or vector. So basically, to traverse the whole tree, it will take order of n time, right? And as we all know that we are just storing all the nodes in a container, so the space is order of n time as well, right? So this is the time and this is space. So to find out these two items, it will again take order of n time. So totally the time complexity is order of 2 into n, which is nothing but order of n only. Okay. So the time and space complexity are order of n each, and this is one of the optimal way though. But we still have a very very optimal solution where we can solve it without any space. That means in constant space. So let's just think that we are just finding these two nodes to swap, right? So to find these two nodes, we do not require to store all the nodes in a vector, right? We can do it, we can do it using 3 pointers, right? We can just solve it without using any extra array or any containers, right? Just we can simply traverse the array one time and we can solve the question. So now let's see what is the optimal solution. All right, so now let's look into the optimal way to solve it. So basically, guys, in this approach, I will be using 3 pointers. One is the previous one is first node, one is second node. So these two nodes will be, storing the reference, to the nodes which are required to be swapped. Okay, and the previous one, let me explain the previous node. For example, that we have a binary search tree that is this. Okay, and as we are traversing it in order fashion, so basically we have to first propagate all the left subtrees, then we come to the root, and then we have to propagate all the right subtrees, isn't it? Similarly, in this tree, before coming to the root part, we have to finish the work for the left subtree. So, what is the node which has been encountered previously? You know, just before coming to this particular portion. So that is 8, isn't it? So that is why this node will be the previous node, and it is the root node 10. So, and similarly, when we came here at 12, so the previous node will be 10. Okay, so I hope it is pretty much clear about the previous node. So why there is a need of the previous node, let me tell you. So basically, guys, in the binary search tree, the previous node will always be smaller than the root node itself. So for example, this is the previous node, it is smaller than the root node. Similarly, this is the previous node for this root node, and this is smaller than the root node. Okay, so this is why we just require a previous node to check whether it is smaller than its root node or not. Okay, in this way we can validate whether the configuration is right for any such node, or if we find any suspicious activity, any wrong configuration, we can simply store those node in the uh, you know in the pointers, required pointers. So now let's start the algorithm. But before starting the algorithm, I just want to mention that we will be moving in the in order fashion. So in order fashion, we go all the way to the left, and when we reach a null node, we have to return back. Okay, and for a lift node, there is no previous, right? Because the previous is only the null node, and the null node does not have any value. So this is why we store the previous as, we say the previous is negative infinite. Okay? All right, and we all know the previous should be lesser than the root node. Okay, all right. So great. So now let's see. This is the root node. Okay, 2. So 2 is basically greater than negative infinite. So till this point, every configuration is all right. So now let's update the previous. Now let's move on. So in order fashion, I will now be coming to here to 5, and I see that 5 is basically greater than the previous node. So till this point, everything is okay. Now let's update 2 with 5, and now I come to here at 11, and I see that 11 is basically greater than 5. Okay, so I will update the previous with 11, and now I will write here at 10. Now see, 10 is not greater than 11. So there is something wrong with this two node. Which two node? One is previous, that is 11, and other one is 10. Okay. So what I will do is I will store these two nodes. So the first node will have the previous node. So why this is so? Because the first wrong configuration found for this particular node, right? That is 11. So what I will do is I will fix this, and I will never going to change this order. Why? Because this is the first wrong node placed right here. Okay. Then I will try to find the last wrong node which is placed in this particular binary tree. Then I will swap them. Right. This is the idea. Now the second node will have the reference of the current node, which is the root node, that is 10. Okay. So I just have stored the two nodes which are basically causing some wrong configuration till this point in the binary tree. All right. Now let's move on. So in the in order fashion, we then come to here at 8. Now I see that 8 is basic. Okay, I just have forgotten to update the previous. The previous will be now 10, and now 8 is basically lesser than 10, and it should be greater than 10. Okay, the root should be greater than previous. So as we see that 8 is lesser than 10, then there's some mistake. Okay, so as first node is already found out, so we will be now finding the second node. We'll now update the second node. So the second node will be 8 right now, and let's update the previous is 8. Now let's move on. So when I came to 12, I see 12 is basically greater than previous. Okay, and that is okay. So guys, see that we just have found out 10 and 8, 11 and 8. I'm sorry, and which are the nodes which require to be swapped in order to fix the tree. So I guess it is pretty much clear that what is basically going on. We will be solving this particular question programmatically as well. So now let's see how we can basically solve it. Hey friends, so in this question, we will now declare 3 pointers. One is the previous node, which will be the negative infinite, or we can simply create a new node with the value of int min in C++. Similarly, we can define, let's say, the first node. Okay, and let's first initialize with null node, and we can call it the last node. Okay, and let's initialize with null node as well. All right, so there is one case, guys, that the given tree uh, can already be right. So in that case, we will not going to find the first node and the last node. So at the end, it will null, right? So in that case, we have to make sure that the first node and last node after all the operation are not null. Okay. So for that we will call a function that is, let's say, a fixed tree. So in that function we will pass the root, the first node, okay, and the last node, and the previous one. Cool. So now we will see that if the first node and last node uh, are not null, then only we will swap their values. Otherwise, we will do nothing, because otherwise we will consider the tree itself is a binary tree, so we're not required to do anything, right? So now let me quickly write the function. Uh, so this is the root, and we will store the reference of the node which we just have passed, like first node and last node. So now let's call it x, and let's call it y, and the previous one, let's call it brief. Okay. So as we are writing the in order traversal, so when we see that the root node is not existing, we will simply return back. Okay. And if we see that the value of previous is basically greater than the value of root, so that means there is some problem. Okay. And we will see that if x is not x is not there, it is already null. So that means this is the first time I am finding out a suspicious activity, right? This is the first time I am finding out the wrong configuration in the tree. So this is why I'll update x with the previous node, and y with the root node. Okay. And uh, before all this thing, I just have to call uh, sorry, history just have to call for routes left because I am just traversing in order fashion. Okay, so we have to do this, and at the last we have to call this for routes right. We just have to propagate all the right subtree as well. But before moving to the right subtree, we just have to update our previous. So the previous will now be root. Okay. So I think it is pretty much clear, guys, that what how to basically solve it. So guys, this is the solution. Let's test it out whether it is actually working or not. Yeah, it's accepted. Now let's submit it to see whether it is actually working or not. Yeah, it worked. So guys, this is the solution. I hope you enjoy watching this particular video. If you have enjoyed it, then please make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell button and like button as well. And please do not forget to share this solution with your friends and colleagues so that they can also find it helpful.